Good morning. Hi. Hi, Rory. Happy Friday. Sorry I'm a little bit late again. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. And if anyone else wants to say hi, hello, please participate in the chat if you can, or comment later. So yeah, let's just get started right away. So as I mentioned, we're going to do another cooling sequence today. I'm still kind of playing around with the camera angles here, so hopefully you can see me a little better than you could last time. So today let's actually start seated in a comfortable position. Sorry, my cat just came in. There he is. Hi, Lucky. So let's start. A couple weeks ago, we did some breath work at the beginning of the class, and I want to do that same one again. It's a cooling breath where you form your mouth as if you're sucking in through a straw. And so just try that. So inhale like you're inhaling through a straw. And you should notice right away that it feels cool inside your mouth. And then hold your breath for a moment. And then exhale slowly. And again. And actually exhale through your mouth, through your nose this time. So inhaling through your mouth, exhaling through your nose. And try to make the exhalations a little longer than the inhalations, because that's should make you more relaxed. And just a couple more of these. Hopefully this is bringing you focus as well. Bringing you a little more into the moment. And settling the body. Good, and then just coming back to your regular breath. And let's turn the palms facing up and just do a few neck rolls. Make sure you go in both directions. Good, and then just a few shoulder rolls. Maybe even stick your arms out and just a little free movement with your shoulders. Feel like getting into your back, between your shoulder blades. You can squeeze your shoulder blades together, opening the chest. Reach up and gently float your hands down. And let's just go onto our hands and knees and take a moment in child's pose to start the class. So you want to just bring your hips back towards the heels, bring your forehead towards the mat, and just feel yourself grounding. Just noticing the connection between your head and the floor. And reach your arms forward both to start opening up your shoulders and to just have a little more space in your body. And while you're here, start transitioning to the Ujjayi breath, breathing with sound, closing the back of your throat as if you're whispering or fogging up a mirror. And just really bringing your awareness to your breath. Good. On your next inhalation, raise your head and come onto all fours. So placing your wrists right underneath your shoulders, placing your knees right underneath your hips. And tucking the toes under. And now moving with your breath into the cat and cow poses. So inhaling, dropping your belly, opening your chest, looking up. And exhaling, drawing the navel in, tilting the pelvis forward, rounding the back. And inhale, cow pose, opening the chest, dropping the belly, raising the tailbone, finding that arch in your lower back, and exhale, push the floor away from you, rounding the spine, and engaging the core. And now you can just move with your own breath, inhaling into cow, and completely exhaling into cat. Nice full inhalations, and then maybe holding the breath a little at the top, and then nice complete exhalations, drawing the belly in, rounding the spine. And also, when you're in the cat pose, and drawing the belly in, engaging the pelvic floor. So engaging both of those bandhas. The bandhas are kind of points of energy in your body. You have one bandha on your pelvic floor, one bandha right below your belly. Good. And walk the hands a little forward towards the top of the mat. And just step back into downward dog. Shoulders away from your ears, pedaling your feet towards the floor. And slowly walk towards the front of the mat. Look forward with a flat back, drawing the belly in, and exhale. Gently drop your head. Just noticing for now any tightness in your hamstrings or hips. Back, lower back. Good, and inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, hands on your waist. Inhale, engage the pelvic floor, come all the way up. Good, so now we're gonna do some more gentle sun salutations. So we're gonna build just enough heat so that we can stretch, have some flat spine flexibility, stretch out our muscles, but not so much heat that we become overly heated. So we're going to inhale up. And just, if you can, if it's not uncomfortable for you, find a slight back bend Maybe look up towards the ceiling, just really opening up your chest, finding some spinal flexibility, and then exhale, fold, draw the belly in. And if your hamstrings are really tight, you can always bend your knees as you fold. And inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, step your right leg back. And inhale and exhale, just breathing into your hip. And inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, step back into plank or modified plank. Inhale, draw your elbows into your rib cage, and exhale, come down so into knees, chest, and chin, which we don't do very often, but only your knees, chest, and chin should be touching the floor, keeping your hips up. So just still finding that nice curve in your lower back. And inhale, cobra or upward dog. And exhale, come back down, tuck the toes under, press back into downward dog. And inhale, the right leg up. The left leg. Step the left leg forward. I know, I'm sorry, I did mean right leg. Step the right leg forward because we already did the other side. And just breathe into your left hip flexor now. And tuck the toes under. Step back, downward dog. And then look forward, walk towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And again, you can come into a slight back bend if you want. And exhale, hands to heart. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look ahead. Exhale, step the right leg back. Inhale, come up this time. And again, maybe finding a slight back bend, opening the chest. And exhale, hands down, back plank. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes under. Press back to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step it through. Exhale, left knee down. Inhale up. And exhale. Inhale, straighten, and just step the left foot forward. Look ahead of you, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands up. And again, inhale. And as your spine starts to become a little warmer, more flexible, maybe deepening back bends. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back. Inhale, so really moving with the breath now. The more you can open your chest, the more of a cooling effect you should have. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten. And step forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale, and inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. So hopefully at this pace, you're starting to get a little bit warmer, but not hot, not like super sweaty. Your heart rate maybe a little faster, but not too bad. But let me know in the comments or in the chat how you're feeling at this point, if you want. Otherwise, we're gonna just do a couple more of those. Inhale. Exhale. And hopefully you're really starting to feel your spine getting a little more flexible. And inhale, exhale, step the right leg back, knee down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, step back. Inhale, exhale, knees chest chin. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step the right leg through. Exhale, drop the knee. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Straighten and step forward. And inhale, exhale. And inhale. Come all the way down. And exhale. So we'll do a couple more, but if anyone's interested, this is actually kind of a Shivananda yoga style sun salutation. But in Shivananda, you would do a lot of repetitions of it, and they would kind of get faster and faster and faster, so you would be building more heat. But it's kind of a nice, a little more gentle, like if you're not speeding up and doing 20 repetitions of it or whatever, I find it that's sort of a little more gentle, and I like all the spinal movement of it and the opening effect. So inhale. And exhale. So for anyone with lower back problems, it's just really good to kind of improve your spinal flexibility, as well as doing a little strength building the legs, which we're going to get to. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And of course, only pushing, up to your limit. Or as I was saying before in these cooling classes, 80% of your limit. If your lower back is very stiff, But you don't want to be forcing into these deep back bends unless you want to injure yourself. And exhale. Look your toes under and press back down dog. So just do what's right for your body. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Inhale, straighten. Step forward. And exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale. Good. I forgot to change into my yoga classes. So coming back to the front of the mat, we're going to change it up a little bit and throw some standing poses in now. And I'm going to try to leave plenty of time at the end for lots of seated stretches as well. And kind of nice longer shavasana followed by some mindfulness exercise. For now, inhale. And exhale. Fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, look forward. And exhale. Step back. This time right into plank with knees down. Inhale, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the right leg up. This time we're going to open our knee out to the side, stacking the hips. So any kind of hip openers are cooling. Anything where you're opening your body. Exhale and inhale, look between your hands. Step it through. Turn the left foot out towards the side and come up into warrior two. So, warrior two is a nice cooling pose because your whole body is just open like this. Especially if you turn your palms up towards the ceiling. But it's also great for building strength in your legs and core. So make sure your core is engaged here. And we're going to hold it for a little bit, not too long. Just breathing here. And you can even sort of move your arms up as you inhale and just flip them back down as you exhale. So there's just always breath in the pose. Good. Now bend your leading knee a little deeper and get ready to sort of hop forward with your left foot just to shorten your stance a little bit. And then go ahead, straighten the right leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, reach way forward. And inhale, triangle pose. And trying to stay as open in this pose as you can. So that means that your hand is up here instead of down here. That's perfectly fine. Just focus on opening your upper body. And notice how your spine feels in this pose, especially your lower back. Try to get kind of a twisting action. Engaging the core. You can look up towards your upper hand if you want to. Good, and then bending your knee. And bringing your forearm onto your leg. And exhaling, reaching your left arm forward. Again, keeping the upper body as open as possible. Core always engaged, pelvic floor engaged. Good, and inhale. Back into warrior two. You can widen your stance a little bit if you want. Exhale, inhale, arms up, and exhale. Cartwheel the hands down, and step back. Plank. Exhale, knees chest chin. Inhale, cobra, really opening the chest, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, tuck the toes under. And press back, downward dog. And breathing here. Bringing your shoulder blades together. Pressing your index finger knuckles into mat. Fingers wide. And inhale, open up your left leg. Knee out to the side, stacking the hips. And exhale, drop the knee, inhale, look between your hands, and step it through, and come up, warrior two. So the cooling practice is not only for the for the body, but also for the mind. I'm just trying to help you calm down. If you're under any stress, have more of a cool head, cool emotions. So really important to that is staying with the breath, staying with the deep breathing. And, just gentle movement. Good. And bend your left knee a little deeper. Get ready to step forward with your right foot. Straighten the left leg, arms out to the sides. Exhale, reach away forward over your toes. And inhale, triangle pose. And just really try to feel the liberation in this pose of opening your chest, opening your shoulders. Spiraling your spine. Good, and look towards the mat. Bend your left knee. Bring your forearm onto your leg. And exhale, reach forward over your head. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, come back up into a warrior two. Exhale. Inhale. Cartwheel your hands down. And this time, just step the right foot forward. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look ahead of you. Exhale, hands on your waist. And inhale, come up slowly. And just stay here for a moment. Centering on your breath. And we're going to work on some balance poses. So the point of the balancing poses in this practice is also to help foster your cooler emotions, just a state of well-being. The balancing is not just in your body, but in your mind. So this is our first mountain pose actually, I guess. So find mountain pose, big toes touching, or you can have your feet hips apart, whatever feels best to you. Just rock back and forth from side to side, spread your toes wide. Imagine that your toes are the roots of a tree. And just scanning up through your body, keeping your knees soft, your belly in and up, your tailbone tucked down, but not, it's more of just a neutral pelvis position. So you don't want to tuck it down so much that you're like this. You still want your chest to be open, just a nice long spine. So long spine, chest open, shoulders back and down. And then shift your gaze to a spot on the floor about 6 feet in front of you. Something that's not moving, something relatively small, just like a dot or a piece of dust or something. And shift your balance onto one foot and find tree pose. So perfectly okay to keep your toes grounded, just have your ankles touching. Or if you want to balance on one leg, make sure that you're turning your knee out to the side to open your hip, and make sure you just avoid the knee area of your standing leg. And breathe. So it's actually building heat for me to hold my hands here. My hands are hot, so you don't have to. You can have your hands anywhere that's comfortable, or maybe just moving gently. Good. And from here, we're just going to gently move the ankle over the knee. Sit back. So you really need core engagement here. So just sit down enough so that you really start to feel your hip opening. And then straighten your leg and fold forward. So reach your fingertips towards the floor. Take a moment, inhale, looking forward just to lengthen the spine, and then exhale, fold, dropping your head. Make sure you drop your head here to let your neck decompress. And breathe. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, slightly bend your standing knee. And inhale, slowly come up. And exhale. Release both feet on the floor. And maybe shake it out if you need to. Good, and again, find mountain pose. Make sure you're balanced. And shift your weight onto the opposite side. Again, find that drishti gazing point on the floor to help with your balance. And find your tree. And as you're finding tree, especially if you're struggling with the balance, you can always bring one arm out to kind of help you. And again, just place your arms wherever is comfortable for you today once you're in the full pose. I'm kind of liking this position right now because I feel like my shoulders are opening and it's cooling. Good. And again, from here, just placing your ankle over the standing knee. Sitting back, feeling that hip start to open. Then inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, reach your fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen the upper body. And exhale, fold, dropping the head. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale. Bend your knee. And inhale. Come slowly up. And exhale. Both feet down. And shake it out. Good. And from here, let's just take a wide stance. This is a pose that I never miss, no matter what the yoga sequence is, because it's just good in so many ways. So make sure that both your feet are pointing forward, and as opposed to your toes opening out to the side. And just bring your hands onto your waist. Inhale, open the chest, shoulders back. Great slight back bend. And exhale, fold. And keep your upper body as long as possible as you fold. Bring your hands in line with your feet. Inhale, come up. Again, lengthen your upper body. And exhale, drop your head. Your head doesn't have to come all the way down to the mat. Just drop it. Make sure there's length in your neck. If you want, you can use a block under your head if you want to feel that grounding effect, but your head doesn't quite reach the floor. And just keep breathing. Just noticing how the entire backside of your body is feeling. Good, and inhale, come up, lengthen, exhale. Walk your hands towards the back of your mat. Just reaching towards your foot, finding a slight twist. And inhale, come back. And walk over to the other side. And we're gonna stay facing the front of our mat. Just pivot the feet. And we're gonna just go right into pigeon on the right side. So just take a moment to notice how your hips are feeling. Find the alignment. Make sure that you're not falling to the side. If you are doing that, then see if you can find something to prop up this hip. Come up under your fingertips again, open your chest. Find the slight back bend. And exhale. Fold forward, come onto your forearms. And inhale, just one more inhalation to lengthen the upper body. And exhale, bring your forehead down. And you can also use a block here to support your forehead. And just breathe. Exhaling, and any tension that you feel in your hip. And then inhale, raise your head. Come under your forearms, come under your fingertips. Open the chest one more time. And then just lean to the right side. Bring your left leg around. And lean to the left side, bring the right leg back. And find your pigeon on the left side. Come up onto your fingertips. Make sure your hips are square. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly raise your head. And come back onto your fingertips. Come into the back bend. And then exhale. Lean over to the left side. And bring your right leg around. And bring the soles of your feet together. And just grab your feet, open them up like a book. Breathe, find your alignment, find the length in your upper body. Inhale, back bend, and exhale. Fold forward. And you can round your spine here and just dropping your head towards your feet. Use your elbows to keep opening your hips, bringing your knees towards the floor. And deep breathing. Inhale, slowly come up. And exhale. And now bring your knees together and then open into a wide seated position. Again, just push your body open, making sure that your upper body is still staying long. You're still finding that slight curve in your lower back. Toes should be pointing towards the ceiling. Inhale, and then exhale, fold forward. And once you have kind of gotten down as far as you can, keeping your upper body straight, you can go ahead and curve your spine and drop your head. Breathe. Breathing into your inner thighs. Breathing with sound if you can. Just feeling any tension release and soften with each exhalation. Good. Inhale slowly. Come up. Exhale. Bring your knees together. And extend your left leg out. Bring your foot into your inner thigh. Inhale, reach up. Again, long upper body. And exhale, fold over your leg. And you don't have to touch your toes. You can also use a strap if you want. And then you can go ahead and round your spine, bring your forehead towards your knees. Always staying with the deep breathing. Ideally, the Ujjayi breath with sound. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. Lengthen your spine and switch sides. As you exhale. Again, inhale, lengthen, exhale. Fold, toes pointing towards the ceiling. And again, it's a slight twist because you're not going completely forward, you're going over your leg. Good. Inhale, slowly come up. And we're going to keep the left knee bent and just raise the knee. Bring the foot out so that it's aligned with your hip. Bring your left leg back, the left fingertips back. Inhale the right arm up. Really lengthening. And exhale, twisting to the left side. Looking over the left shoulder. And just using your right arm as leverage to help you deepen into the twist as you exhale. And you can think of lengthening your body with each inhalation and twisting a little deeper with each exhalation. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Straighten your left leg. And bend your right knee. Again, heel in line with your hip. Bring your left fingertips back, your right fingertips back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Looking over the right shoulder. Good, and inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. And we're just gonna bend both knees slightly so your heels are on the mat. And we're gonna do a modified forward fold, seated forward fold. So inhale, reach up, and exhale, just fold. So really bring your ribcage towards your chest. You can just drop your hands anywhere on the mat. Take one more inhalation to make sure your spine is long, and exhale, drop your head. And if you want to, you can stay here, or you can just slowly push your feet forward to straighten your legs a little more. Good, inhale, look forward. Exhale, come up. And just grab behind your knees. Make sure you have room behind you because we're going down onto our backs. And you can stay here, just make sure that you're engaging your core. Maybe bring your feet up a little bit until you find that hip flexor engagement as well. Maybe release, just see if you're balanced. Just holding this briefly, and then exhale, come all the way down to the mat. You can pause for a moment just to engage your core here, just a tiny bit of core work. And then exhale, release. Bring your knees into your chest. And then bring your arms out to the sides and just drop both knees over to the left side and turn your head to the right. Try to keep both shoulders down. And inhale, your knees up. Exhale, drop over to the other side and turn your head to the other side. And both knees up, and then drop your feet. Feet about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward. And just finding a brief bridge pose. So if you can reach your heels with your hands or your fingertips, do that. Otherwise, you can just bend your arms, pressing your upper arms into the mat. And exhale, tilt the pelvis forward to lengthen the spine. And inhale, bring your hips up. And then maybe just drop your arms open wherever you are. You can even bring your arms over your head. See if you can bring your hips any higher. Make sure you're pressing both your feet into the mat, but that your knees are pointing forward instead of being splayed out to the sides. And then exhale slowly, come down one vertebra at a time. And just gonna bring the legs up. So if you have your block handy, you can go ahead and use that to support your hips. Just a quick inversion to sort of get your circulation doing something a little bit different. You can move here if it feels good. And then slowly drop your legs back down. Raise your hips just slightly so that you can kind of slide your palms underneath. And straighten your legs. Come up onto your elbows. And exhale, drop the head back. And look towards the tip of your nose so you're relaxing your eyes. Fish pose. Good, and release that. And now find your Shavasana. So you could just lie here on your back in the traditional Shavasana, just letting your arms open. Make sure your palms are facing up. Your feet turn, let your feet fall out to the sides, or you can take your block. And that's kind of a more cooling version as well of the Shavasana because you're really opening the chest, lifting your upper body off the floor to kind of give more space, give more circulation. So go ahead and do that if you have a block. It's also optional to be in a reclined Baddha Konasana, so just bringing the soles of your feet together again and letting your knees drop out to the sides. And release any special breathing that you're doing, just coming back into a more shallow breath. Feeling heavy on the mat. And scan your body for any remaining tension. Letting each bit of tension go with as you exhale. Imagine the tension just melting away, melting into the mat. Make sure you notice any tension in your head or face as well, in your jaw. And you're letting go of any tension in your mind as best as you can. Just try and let go of any, well, I shouldn't say try, just letting go of any thinking or planning just for a couple of minutes. Just taking this time for yourself. Letting your mind be open. If you want, you can do a visualization. I like to imagine that I'm kind of flying or hang gliding. I've never actually hang glided, but what I imagine it would be like through just a wide open, beautiful, natural space filled with light without any obstacles. You might find it more relaxing to just imagine you're sitting on a beach or in the water. And just noticing any sounds around you as well. Just noticing how the world goes on no matter what you're doing, no matter what you're thinking. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, bringing your awareness back into the space around you. Just noticing the contact of your body on the mat. And raise your arms over your head. Just coming into another full body stretch. And slowly bend one knee and then the other. And roll into one side, supporting your head with your arm. And find your way back into a comfortable seated position. And we're just going to close with some more breath work. Not very long, we're just going to do 10 deep breaths. So just sit however is comfortable for you. Maybe turn your palms upwards just to find that space. And it's just going to be just deep breaths, no special technique or anything. So exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. exhale. Inhale. And 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 exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this practice will help you move into the rest of your day and your weekend with a little more ease and grace and lightness. Let me know in the comments or in the chat how you feel, and thanks again. Namaste.